Warning: if you intend to use the CNC machine, you have to be aware of the hazard associated with moving parts and sharp tools. If you continue to watch this video, you agree you will make the necessary safety arrangement to protect yourself and the people around you. Protection such wearing safety goggles, dust mask. This tool is not suitable for children.
We'll be working on the enclosure using a CNC machine. The enclosure, so you're going to have the LCD like that, and we need to create a cutout for the LCD to be able to see the LCD from the top. This is just a generic application, or this is just for generic application. This doesn't do anything at the moment. We need a bit of preparation. We need a conductive material such as this aluminium foil. For now it's just going to be the size of, just a bit bigger than the size of the LCD. We use this material to be able to do the probing of the height or the Z height, or the zero actually, because as we said before, when the CNC head or the CNC tool moving, there is an error in the head, maybe half a mil from here to here to here to there. So the probing operation will correct that height and generate a new G code file for the CNC machine. We're going to use a bit of glue to stick it up to the plastic enclosure. So using a bit of glue like so. Then apply the aluminium foil, or put the aluminium foil and try to smooth it out. It's important to have a smooth area, and there is no kind of space between the plastic and the aluminium, because that's going to define just the height. The whole idea from this is just to have a consistent height. Then, for example, use the double-side tape to stick the enclosure to the wooden sheet. So now we're going to stick this one to the wooden sheet, and make sure you get it parallel to the y-axis. I use this one as a rail, as a guide, and I'm going to use this one as our origin. So we secured the PCB enclosure to the wooden sheet. Now we power our machines. So we come to the software. So this is the icon for the UCCNC, and when you load up here, this is the software itself, and when you load up, you also load up the third-party probing software. Yep, that's it, that's the one. So you call it, has been called auto leveler. So this is the software who does the auto leveling or does adjustments. So when you load the software, this is always flashing the first time. Press it and it generates this, probably will generate this error, and ask it to override the limit, because there is, as we said, there is a limit switch in the machine itself. One of them is not working and is causing this error. So you press override and it starts flashing, then you press, and now you're ready to go. You do your test. So so you can hear the machine working. Because we're going to use the probing function, so connect the crocodile clip wire to the bit there, and then you're going to use this. And what you have to do also, you have to, because as you can see, the drill bit is a bit down. It is down, so what you're going to do, you need to make it go high a bit. So you come here, and if it's going too slow, just put 100 speed. So make it high enough. So you're going to give your time to your rep if anything goes wrong. To test your probing function, this one here, this icon, you press it. So then you get this second wire somewhere near the height, and then you activate the probing bar ready. Okay, it went up, so the probing function is working. We do it again. So when you touch it, it goes back up. Okay, the probing function now is working. Now we have to find a way to connect this wire, to this connected part. I managed to stick the wire to the aluminium foil by just using a tape. Just going to check the continuity, or because I've got this one here. So it is working. So as we gonna do two jobs, so the first job is gonna be this one. Inside cutout, it's gonna cut a rectangle on the PCB enclosure, and the second job just gonna do a milling. So it's just not gonna cut through the PCB, just gonna cut to the depth of 1.27, I think. Because we're gonna be using first the probing function, so we need to combine these two files. So that's what happened here. So I created one file which have both the G code for both job. Then when we load up that file, so we load that file, combine, let's put it combine. So we got the two jobs in once, and it's going to be auto leveling, going to be done for both of them. So because we're going to use the same tools, we're not changing anything. So we're just using the same tools, and we're going to do two jobs with one tools, and we can have a chance to have only one probing. Sometimes the software doesn't respond, so I'm pressing this, nothing happening. So I reset this. Sometimes it resolves it, sometimes it does not. Yep, now it did it. Okay, in the worst case, you have to restart the software. Now what we need to do now, we need to set the X and Y position, then the Z position after that. Clearly the X and Y coordinate 0, 0, so we need to reduce the speed to 10, then play with it until we get to X equals 0 and Z, Y equals. So I'm using the keyboard arrow at the same time looking at what I'm doing. So I need to pull, now I need to lower down a bit. So this is about XY coordinate 0, 0. Okay. So now I will use the software to set Y 0, X 0 and Y 0. Then I'm going to do the same for the Z. So using the paper, so I'm going to put it up and down, or just see until it stops moving. Until the peel gets the critical fit. Okay, nearly there. So I think I'm happy with that. So I'll do that in a software. So set 0 here in the software. we need to come to the G-code file again and find where the command M0 and replace it with M2 to tell the CNC soft controller to stop or to pause the machine until we press again cycle start. So we found here M0, we're going to replace it with M2, and you can also add M2 anywhere you want. Probably I will add an M2 here, capital M2. Okay, just to tell the UC CNC controller to pause the job at the moment. Then you load the fault which has the M2 command combined. Yep, this one with the kind of cat or dog icon. Okay, so we can check here somewhere is M2. We can check here the M2. Yeah, so there's the M2 here. So that's going to tell the software to pause for a moment. So now we are ready to go. So just in case, and now we're going to start the cycle. So now he's going to do the probing. Okay, that is going to do that. It will sweep up all this area until you get to the top when the probing section is finished. The probing is necessary because, as you can see on the Z, when you stop it's supposed to be 0, but it's not 100% 0. 0.1, 0.14 and so on. So the automatic leveling or the probing is nearly finished. The machine is going to stop now and wait because he found the M2 command ask it to pause. That's what it does now. There is the pause command. So this is a pause command in the program M2. Now we can take the wire for the probe off, we don't need it. Also you can take all this, you can take this metal, this conductive part off. So we're gonna damage the, you can leave it all and take it off. So it's not needed at the moment. Now we're gonna start our spindle and then go to the software and hit cycle start. So we're hitting the cycle start. It's doing the first cut, so trying the first one. Around 0.5 mil. That's what we're doing at the moment. So we're cutting this rectangle. he's nearly finishing the second pass. Then he's gonna do the third pass. He's finishing the second pass. Then you're gonna do it's gonna do the machine gonna do the third pass. So we're starting now this third pass. He's doing the third pass. I found this freezer spray. From time to time I try the tools that to keep it cool that it can cut better. It's finished the first one, I think. Now you're gonna jump to the next job, which is the milling job. So we're gonna do that in a minute. So just pause it for a bit just to show you what it has been done so far. So I'm pausing it. Resume the job. It's going a bit fast. We change the speed just to make it quicker, and eating the plastic away. So this is the first pass. I was going to do the second pass, and we start from the middle. You can always adjust the speed from here as necessary. It's a good idea to keep a hoover handy because it is a messy job. So the job is finished now. So the machine went back to position 00. I turned off the spindle because it's a bit noisy. So I'm going to send the machine back to a position where I can see what I did, or I can see what the machine did actually. So I'll move the tools away so I can do some cleaning. So this is the final product. So we got the opening through the enclosure for the LCD screen, and we got the housing, small housing for the LCD. So just fit tight and nice. So the LCD is nice in its housing nicely, and the other side you can see only the area which display the information, so we don't have the LCD sticking out.